Man, what's up, everybody? It's Rodell in the ATL. Got my man Krim, of course, hanging out with us again today. Yeah, man,
How y'all doing?
we're here, of course, live, and we got a great show for you. And in celebration of Women's Month, we want to kind of talk about and share with you about some of the women that have not only influenced our lives, but has been effective in our lives as well. On a Taste of Traditions podcast today. Of course, you can always follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and link. Those links are out there, and grab them and chime in and tune in with us because we have a good time today, man. We're gonna have a good time today. How you doing, Grim?
I'm good, man. How you been?
Hey, man, I've been great, man. I ain't got no complaints. I was able to get some sleep. Ain't nobody bother me. You know what I'm saying? No disturbance going on. You see, it was peace in the valley.
Oh, that's good. That's real good, man.
Peace in the valley. So yeah, folk always say, well, how your day be going? My day is always peaceful. I like to have peace in the valley. I don't like a bunch of foolishness. You see. So I saw an article, man. I recently saw an article in the I embrace senior citizen. Everybody, I embrace that category now, as they call us, the senior citizens. But let me tell you something. You keep living. Maybe you'll get there too. But I saw an article in the AARP bulletin. They come out monthly on as we celebrate Women's Month. They had an article about remember the lady, man, that played the role of Wonder Woman. You remember her, Krim? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Her name is Linda Carter. But she said, I've always embraced Wonder Woman as the ideal of a womanhood, of what womanhood is. I've always embraced Wonder Woman as the ideal of what womanhood is. And of course, she's 72 now, America's pioneer female superhero. 72 talks about acting, aging, and her role in a planned Smithsonian Women's History Museum. She said at the age of 17, she started singing professionally. At age 19, she was crossing the country with a band. And at age 21, she was crowned Miss World USA. And at the age of 23, she landed the role of Wonder Woman. And that's quite a ride for a young lady, I tell you, man. She infected a lot of us on in our upbringing. Y'all remember Wonder Woman? No, I like it. Wonder Woman. Y'all remember that?
Yeah. I thought
Well,
that I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was crazy because like just doing my research on it when I heard about it, I found out
uh,
that she has the same birthday as my mom, and
oh, really?
so yeah. So when you was
Okay.
talking about the article, I was like, that's crazy because like that's literally how it affects me,
See,
Because yeah,
they say you're a young
between
cat.
her and
You see what I'm
Zena.
saying? I'm a call. They call us the uncles. What's up, unc?
Uh-huh.
But
Old
you're,
schools.
but yeah, old school exactly. But you're of the young generation. And how did it affect you again?
Well, because between Wonder Woman and Xena, like because like that's what my introduction into like the superhero realm was from my mama. And this lady, her birthday, the actual actress, her birthday is the same birthday as my mom.
Wow. How about that? Yeah, man. So that was just one of the persons that I just kind of wanted to highlight first of all at the top of the show, talking about celebration of Women's Month as we celebrate Women's Month in the whole month of March. A lot of people have been affected in our lives. Our moms, of course. You mentioned your mom. How did your mom affect you, man? What's some of the things you remember to this day that your mama has instilled in you to be who you are today?
Well, I mean, a lot of stuff. I like to tell people I'm lame like my mama because like my mama do a lot of lame stuff.
Uh,
But like that's really like things that I think is very lame and stuff. Like and things that other people even like, I'll be like, that's so lame. I like such and such would like something like this, but like that comes from my mom. And
like that.
actually my birthday is like 4 days after my mom and stuff. So like
Okay.
that's why I don't remember my age because I'd be like, "Ma, how old you is?" And I just do the math, and I'm like, "I know how old I am based off that." Yeah.
Well, that's crazy, Crib. You don't even know your age, but you calculate it according to whatever the age of your mom.
Uh-huh.
I got you, man. Well, my mom affected me, of course, as a young kid. She had this. I guess I had the same stature as her. She was considered a tall lady, about 6 feet. So I got my height from my mom, and that was quite influencing. My mom and I used to debate a lot of things. We didn't always agree. Like a lot of kids don't always agree with things, but she instilled in me, just kind of being firm on things. But yeah, women in your life, man, it's has affected you, and because of that, that you remember those things that happened back in the day. I was also reading an article from blackamericaweb.com where they're talking about different things about different women. Some of the women are always at each other. It's amazing how our culture, Krim, at large, seem to always be against each other. Why women always hating on women? And you ladies are the most beautiful thing God has ever made. Let me just say that. I gotta make sure that's been said. The most beautiful things God has ever made on this earth is a woman, right? But women seem to always hate on each other. Why is that?
Competition, man. Like I like to say this sexist thing that people don't like to admit, that men are additions to people's lives and women are multipliers to people's lives. And
Mm,
because I'm a math nerd, whenever a multiplication interferes with another multiplication, you get exponential stuff. So
mm.
like that's why they so petty over little bitty things, and like they can blow it up. Like I remember this girl was getting on my nerves, and I was like letting her have a moment and stuff. And then I just mentioned that forehead one time, and it just was the end of. So like,
Competition,
man,
man.
it
That's
just them.
Yeah, competition is what they always do. Speaking of competition, I was reading in this BlackAmericaWeb.com article where Erica Badu seemed to say Beyonce copied her style. Said, but the Beyonce fans and friends are not having it. Said they're not having it. So here you go again. They're competing against each other. Why do you have to do that? Erica Badu
Yeah.
got beef with Beyonce? Come on, man. Are you
I
serious?
didn't look at it like that. I ain't gonna lie. Like when I saw it, now I did see the drama, but when I looked at it like Erica Badu was saying, like, I did this stuff too, like, paying homage, cause
Okay.
um, like I like to tell people a lot of the stuff that make me sound smart. I just copied with when I was a young man. There was a old drunk nigga that I was listening to that would say the same stuff that I'm saying. So
Okay.
to most people, there was like, why you talking to y'all? Like, cause I learned stuff like this. I'm just refined with it. And I feel like that's what Erica Badu was saying, that Beyonce is just a refined paying homage to what she did, because Erica been on that stuff.
Great point, man. That's a great point. I hadn't thought of it like that. That's a great
Mm-hmm.
point because yeah, a lot of times people do, as you said, copy or pay homage because of the path that others have paved, and because
Mm-hmm.
of that, yeah, you kind of do that. So I can see that article. Maybe I read that article wrong. Erica Badu seemed.
Nah, I'm gonna say they do have that angle. So I would say like
Okay,
you probably read it right. It's just my perspective on it.
I got you. Yeah, yeah. Erica Badu seemed to say Beyonce copied her style. So yeah, she's not saying it directly. He says it seems that Beyonce has copied her style, but Beyonce's fans and friends aren't having it. So that goes into another category. They're the fans. The fans gonna
Yo,
always,
yeah.
they're gonna always defend Beyonce. They call her Bay. Bay, you're not gonna mess with Bay.
Mm-hmm.
But
Man, don't mess
but
with
yeah,
the beehive.
no, you don't mess with the Beehive exactly. And you know what, man? She is a phenomenal entertainer, man. I gotta say,
Mm.
Beyonce is a phenomenal entertainer. Coming from what was the name of the group that she
Destiny's
was?
Child.
Destiny's Child. Coming from Destiny's Child, and to then take on a role of her own, and then of course she's made quite a history being who she is to this day. So hats off to her. I'm telling you somebody else that I've really been digging lately that has been doing a lot. Queen Latifah, man. She revealed at the NAACP Awards where number one hair care. tip while gushing over the talent filmmakers of Hair Queen Collective. She's starting her own hairline, Hair Queen Collectives. And of course, I watch her on Equalizer. Do you see the show? Come on, Cam, do you see the
Oh
show?
no, I watch TV. Cause what?
Man, I love her on Equalizer, man. She does a great job on Sunday nights. And I understand because they've moved a couple weeks back because of the NAA basketball is going on now with the Final Four coming up and all that good stuff. A lot of the fans are upset because they're not able to see Equalizer on Sunday nights for like the next 2 weeks because of
Wow.
the Final Four is going to be on CBS. Matter of fact, I believe there's a Final Four being played right now on CBS where some of the colleges are playing against each other to get into the Final Four. You see what I'm saying? Oh, and in case you didn't know, I love sports. I love sports, man. I love
Yeah, I saw
basketball.
you Jay. I was like,
Oh
okay.
yeah, man. We did a Super Bowl when the Super Bowl came to Atlanta. Oh yeah. I was there, man. I was there. I enjoyed it. So yeah, sports is one of my fun pastime things as well. People wonder where's Rodell? We here, but we into things that you may not know I'm into, and sports is one of them. And yeah, I love watching TV. Love my movie flicks on Netflix. I love that. And I just get a lot of inspiration to see different women doing quite well in their industry. And so, hats off to them, man. Yeah, hats off to them because they're doing some great things, and I just want to kind of play homage to them, man. I really do. Now, I want to also make mention of something that has to do with blacks in general, because a lot of times we don't give recognition to those that have paved the way in a lot of areas. And here's an article I get from Think What You Need to Know. Her name is Sybil Wilkes, and she always does an article every morning that I get a news feed from, and it's a article in there called "Little Known Black History Facts" about women in general or whomever or our culture. And she talks about this woman named Thelma Patton Law. Dr. Thelma Patton Law was one of the first women to work as a doctor in the state of Texas, and owns the honor of being Houston's first black female physician. Dr. Patton Law's career was in service of working class and poor blacks who could not afford health care or were refused to based on racist policies of the day. Thelma Adele Peyton Law was born December 30th, 1900, in Huntsville, Texas. The future healthcare pioneer entered uh, Howard University, earning both her undergraduate and medical degrees. While at the institution, Peyton Law became a charter member of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority. After interning at Washington's Freedmen's Hospital, she returned to Houston in the 20s and hung out her physician's shingle. Of course, during her 25 years of the practice, Law was also connected to another historic figure. She helped in the birth of the late Texas Congresswoman Barbara Jordan in Houston in 1936. Jordan became the first black woman to the Texas Senate after Reconstruction and the first black woman politician from the South to be elected to the House of Representatives. So hats off to Thelma Peyton Law. Just like to give out a
That's
little
dope.
history. You know what I'm saying? Give out a little history because we got some phenomenal women, man, in our lives, and a lot of women have paved the way for what's going on now. Some of the colleges, like Spelman College, places like that where they're producing some great people. So, anything you want to add to that?
Oh nah, that's major. And then it's so close because I remember when I was staying in Houston, they had this place called Lyons Avenue,
Mhm.
and it was talking about how they had so much Black history around me, and I just didn't know. And they had this old guy. Um, I remember I was trying to sneak off to go smoke, and I got caught. And they had this old dude. And he was like, I don't even know why you doing that here. This man gave me a whole tour. He was like, nah, you go ahead and smoke. I'm about to show you where you smoking at. And so he was teaching me like they had like marches. I think it was either called Third Ward or Fifth Ward or something like that.
Uh huh.
And he was like, it was like a tour. Like you couldn't pay to get this kind of information. He was like, over there, you see that tree? Yeah, it got a whole bunch of beer cans over there. But like 20 years ago, and he was just running it, man. And he
Wow.
had, yeah,
So yeah, man, it's amazing how we have come along with history and learned history from different people, different cultures, in particular the Black American culture. I love it, even though I enjoy other cultures as well. I'm actually planning to take a trip to Africa at the end of the year and to learn more about our heritage because what they call it, the third world country, or where we will all come from. Some people want to argue with that. Okay, and so they be like, man, I ain't coming to Africa. I don't know
ain't
where
nowhere,
they're
bro.
from.
Man,
You
and
know.
then and my whole thing, I actually had pen pals that was like in Africa and
Uh-huh.
Japan and stuff, and it'd be funny because I remember they used to say like Americans are so stupid they come over here thinking every Japanese person is part ninja and stuff, and
Right,
every
right.
African fight tigers in the morning and stuff, and they was like, man, we ain't doing none of that. It was like I remember this one lady, she was like, we got Wi-Fi here, bro, and I just thought that was so funny, bro.
Right, because man, I tell you, man, they do a bad job of representing what Africa is really all about. And so, yeah, I
Yeah,
want
because
to take
they
that trip,
forget.
man. Yeah, man, I want to take that trip to experience it as well as understand the culture, and so find out what's going on with that over there, and then because I understand there's more to the story that a lot of people are not telling. You know,
Hmm.
there's more to the story that a lot of people are not telling. So that's why it's always
Wait,
good.
what part you going to? That's why I want to know. What
I'm
part you
going to
going to?
Ghana. I'm gonna visit Ghana and probably some other little cities outside of that, but I know the main one is Ghana. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's my endeavor to visit Ghana. And so, listen, people, if you're watching the show, and of course you got questions, you can always send in questions and let us know what you're thinking. Enter the chat room and talk to us if you like, and we'll try to respond to you as we are having conversation here. I got my man Krim. I may not have introduced him properly, but Herbert Krim is a absolute phenomenal web designer. He actually created my web design of a tasteoftradition.com that you probably listen to with the music going on all the time. It's running now 24/7, a tasteoftradition.com. Came in and revamped it for me, actually, because he was like, yeah, man, you just need to do a little changing, man. That's all. You just need to change up,
Yeah.
And so he did that, and he was like, I'm going to make you look good, man. And so, yeah, to your credit, I talked to a guy this past week, rather. What's the day? Thursday? Yeah, I talked to a guy this week, and he literally said to me, "You got a good website, man." And he said, out of the four sites that I saw, yours was the best. So I was like, "Well, you know what? That's because of my man Krim."
I
So I wanted to
appreciate
let
that.
you know, man. So if y'all guys looking for a real web design, a real one, I ain't talking about the little little side ones over there. I can make you a little website. No, I'm talking about them.
Them cousin Pookie websites.
I ain't talking about Pookie's one. Exactly.
Right.
I'm talking about somebody that know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let us know, and we can get that information to you, man, because we here to inform you and inspire you as well as make your day because that's what we're here to do, man. We want to try to find ways to brighten up your day and make things better for you. And we're gonna have some interesting topics. I'm gonna bring on some wonderful guests in the near future. I've got we talk about healthcare. We're gonna talk about senior living. We're gonna talk about our children and what's going on with our kids, man. They just done gone off the chain, killing each other. I mean, I'm talking about youngsters stealing cars and breaking in cars and breaking in businesses and taking people's clothes and stuff out the stores and stuff. What's going on, Krim? Well, they need to smoke some more weed or something. You think?
Ain't no weed changing. They crashing out. My thing, I think that like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I only did stupid stuff when I was bored.
Yeah.
I ain't do nothing like that. I ain't never do nothing like not even not. All right, like okay, stupidest thing I ever did. Like I was, me and my homeboys, we knew this dude. Like he was like an old dude, and he used to like shoot through his dough. I know it sounds stupid, bro, but I remember
You through his
like
door?
5 of us. Yeah, he would like shoot through his door. He was just that crazy. Like the
Uh-huh.
police used to go to his house and take his gun like every month, and he would get it back because it's the law that he can have a gun. Like he like they interfering with my life. I didn't know what was on the other side of the street, you know. So like I remember it was me and like 5 other dudes, and I remember we was talking about parkour and stuff, right? And
Uh-huh.
so I remember we was walking past the door, and I was like, "Ain't that such and such house?" And they had this dude, he my best friend, white dude named Cody. And it's funny because like Cody was like turning red. He knew I was gonna knock on the door. Just nobody else knew I was gonna knock on the door. So
Right,
I
right.
started saying like, "Hey, bro, I'm about to go knock on this door, and we know what's about to happen." So everybody like get ready to like lace their shoes up. Man,
That's
my homeboy,
crazy.
yeah, he knocked on, but I ain't do it though. I promise. So my homeboy Mike, he knocked on the door. So he was like, "Nah, man, we ain't about to." Boop, 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 and he just took off. So everybody took off. We heard that door down jingle, boy. Everybody was scared.
See, that's the kind of stuff kids did back in the day to be mischievous, with old elder people. But
Mm-hmm.
nowadays, these kids, man, they're going out here with guns, man. They ain't trying to play no games. They just, we did that stuff as fun, right? We did that as fun back in the day as kids. But nowadays, man, these kids 16, 15, 14, 17 years old, man, going around taking people's cars. There was an epidemic there one time. They were stealing the Kias and the Hondas.
The Kia boys.
And the Kia boy, they was taking all the keys. If they didn't take it, they broke in your car. I was one of the victims. They got me too. And
Man.
but they didn't take my car. They actually just broke in it, didn't get anything. But then in the same neighborhood, they literally stole some of those people's cars. And so yeah, it was like it's kill time. But nowadays, man, yeah, it's totally different when it comes to this young generation, man. They really need something to do. That's what they need to do. They need to find
Yeah,
something to do.
because they just bored. That's why I be like, one of the things I wanted to do was like set up little spots. Like for me, I play video games. I get that every kid don't want to sit around and curse each other out on video because you get to still shoot people. You
But
just
there are a
sit
lot of
inside,
kids, but there are a lot of kids into that though. So
right?
go ahead on. You should really find a program where you can help kids out for that kind of stuff, man.
Well, one of the things I'm actually thinking about doing, I want to have this like program where I'm creating a video game where it's like a first person shooter, but based off the kids that are like that's involved in it, they feedback changes how the world is. So if they say we want we want to be able to build gardens and stuff, we can still shoot at you. You
Yeah,
can just build a garden if you want to. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And
yeah.
then everybody happy. And then if you don't want somebody messing with your stuff, we just give you your own little section. You know what I'm saying? Just the safe zone stuff. Go your safe. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Over
Yeah.
here it's gonna get grimy. So all the messed up kids gonna go ahead and curse each other parents out and stuff over
Right.
here. I'm okay with all that. Yeah, man. Like
That
that's
sounds
a
that
program
sounds like
to get that in mind.
no, that sounds good, man, because it's stimulating their minds and their intelligence, and it's giving them something to do. It's
Mm-hmm.
giving them something to do because these kids nowadays don't seem to have nothing to do, man. I don't know what it is, but they don't eat no fruit, they don't eat no vegetables, they just eat junk food, and they on them high energy drinks and all that craziness going
Mm-hmm.
on. I'm like, man, y'all need something to do.
Yeah, go
Y'all
smoke
need,
grass. I
yeah,
smoke. I don't smoke grass. I actually,
don't smoke no grass.
yeah, I just saw their kids. They were
Right. But man, I mean, it has to get to a point where we got to find something to help our kids, man, because they need some help bad. They really do. They really do. Bless their heart in all their parts. That's what I say. Bless their heart in all their parts. But listen, man, this has been fun. I wanted to kind of bring you on. This is going out to our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, our LinkedIn page rather, as well as on a taste of tradition.com. If you've got questions or want to be on the show, right? We can make that happen for you as well. You see the number down in the bottom screen there, as well as the email address. Send us your information and let's talk about it, man. Let's get you on the show. It's Rodale Lewis's podcast. That's what we calling it. It's a Taste of Tradition podcast. It's called Real Talk with Rodale. Real Talk with Rodale. We're gonna talk about all kind of issues, all kind of things you want to discuss. Let's get into it, man, because we need to have conversations. There are a lot of things going on, and mentally, we need to have these conversations because of mental health issues going on. And sometimes, if you talk out a situation, sometimes it's better when because somebody's listening. But you find a lot of times people won't listen to you, and you result to other things. Well, they won't listen to me, so I'm gonna make sure they pay attention to what I'm doing. That's not good, So let's find ways to dialogue, have conversations, and let's get to know each other, man, on this podcast because that's really what I want to do is give you a platform where you can express yourself, where we can have conversations and find solutions as well. Not just have a conversation, but find a solution to what needs to be done to help in whatever category or area that we need help in, whether it's health. I'm really big on self care, taking better care of ourselves. We don't take we don't take enough care of ourselves, whether it's industry people, professionals, celebrities, everyday people. Man, y'all got to start taking better care of yourself, man. As simple as that. Got to eat right. You can't eat that junk food all the time. You can't get up off that beef and pork all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not good for your insides. Stop drinking all them sodas. Huh?
I said, yeah, that pork a motherfucker, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop bacon, boy.
Bacon, oh my God, all the time. I
Oh
can see
God,
it in moderation, yes, because I love bacon too. I love pork chops too.
that's
But
right.
get your turkey wing every now and get you some chicken wings and get you some salmon and things of that nature to kind of balance off what you're going inside of your body because we're not doing enough of that, man. We're just not doing enough of that. That's real talk. I'm talking about for real. Okay. We're just not doing enough of that. So man, let's make better let's do better, make better choices in this year of 24. What some folks saying it's more in 24. Well then you need to do more about your health. How about that?
For real, it start from the inside and work its way out.
There you go, man. That's what I'm talking about. Start from the inside, work on the outside, because it's imperative, it's essential that we take better care of ourselves. You want to live for a little while, you know. I mean, your day is already marked, but at least until you get there, try to do the best you can with what you got.
Right, you
You
ain't trying to suffer the whole way to
know? Exactly. You ain't
limp
trying to
into
make
the
it.
finish line.
Yeah. Or hurry up to get there, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Let's do what we got to do, man, to take care of ourselves better. This is a great format to do that. That's why I call it a taste of tradition. Some of those traditions that we do all in our community, in our culture, whatever's going on, man, we can make that happen. But we got to make that change. What Michael Jackson say? Time to make a change, make a difference. I like that song. I like that song. Michael Jackson did some good stuff, man. I'm talking about for real. Michael Jackson, boy, that's one of my biggest artists right there. Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder. Yeah, I just gonna tell you. Frankie Beverly Mays. I love him. I love him. Some big artists out there. Of course, I love gospel artists, all those. I like all them, but I'm just picking those out to just let you know all those that music helped me along the way and got me going and helped all of us. And so I'm sure it helped you too. So do what you got to do do better for yourself. That self care, man, is so important. And then support our women as they celebrate this Women's Month. Support women everywhere. Wherever you can do something for a woman, do it. Men, you can do something for a lady, do it. I'm going around here talking about I ain't got nothing to do with her. No, somebody brought you in this world, and it was a woman. Okay, and so because of that, you need to take the time. If it's nothing but just tell your mother, I love you, mom, especially if she's still living. You know, and the women that are around you that support you. Because a lot of women just don't get the love that they deserve. How about that?
bro, that's deep. That's deep. Cause my mom, like 3 days ago, my mom had walked up to me and she was like, "Give me a hug," and my first reaction was like, "Why?" Cause like Like, I mean, most people don't know this. My mama hit the shit out of me, so I'm like, nah, I don't know if I want you to get that.
Oh, just slap you, man.
Yeah, she was like, give me a hug. I'm like, nah, I don't want to play side.
Yeah, right. But no, it's just because it don't have to have a reason. You see what I'm saying?
And
See
that's
what?
what she said. Like, I gotta have a reason to hug y'all. Like, you know what? I bet you
Yeah,
kick ass and stuff.
exactly. And so, but I mean, I understand that because your upbringing, you probably had to discipline you anyway, and so because of that, you had to make sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we
Knock
all
that
got
shit out.
slapped. Trust me, we all got slapped by moms. I can tell you that right now.
Hey
Knocked down
man,
and dragged around the house and everything else. Okay,
I got long hair too. I'm trying to
there
tell
you
you.
go. There you go. So know that you got to support the females in your life, man. Do that, and you have a better life for real, for real. Listen, man, I've enjoyed hanging out with you, man. Something you want to add? I saw you go up.
Yeah,
Oh,
real quick though. Since we talking about females in the area, they have two in Atlanta. Hood Unicorn. She's been like one of my longest clients. She like actually I met her because I tried to take her name. I really like I was like, name your price, let me buy your name. And she
wow.
asked me out. Yeah, I know. It's like me being an a-hole. She was just like, nah, dog, get out my inbox and stuff. She's like, what
Right,
you
right.
gonna do it for? I was like, I like unicorns. People say I'm kinda hood. I need
Yeah.
that name. And she's like, get the F out my face. I made her website. It was
Okay.
great. And the second one is Amy
What's her, what's
McCoy.
what's the name of her, what's the name of her company? What's the name of the site or
Oh,
whatever?
Hood Unicorn is hoodunicorn.com and allhustlenofear.com. Both of them for her radio station thing. And she do a lot of stuff because she even do some graphic design stuff too. Um and then the other person that I was talking about was Amy McCoy. She's actually and I think she's close to you. She has the greenhouse, and the greenhouse is an entrepreneurship and wellness center that's in Atlanta.
Okay, sounds
Yeah,
good.
so like that was cool because you were talking about taking care of yourself, and she got like supplements and stuff that she have on her website.
That's good.
Um,
That's good. I'm gonna check her
yeah,
out too because I love taking care of myself. I love herbs and things of that nature because it helps your body. It does. It extends your life. Come on, somebody. It extends
yeah,
your life. It has you a much better, healthy life. But opposed to putting all that junk in you. And I love candy like anybody else. I got a sweet tooth like anybody else. But
oh, you gonna love
sometimes,
her stuff.
okay, well you have to, yeah, you just have to do it in moderation. That's all I say. Do it in moderation. Hey
Mhm.
man, I enjoyed this, man. Krim, thanks for coming along, man, and hanging out with me today.
No problem, man. It's all good. It was fun.
A Taste of Tradition podcast, everybody. Real talk with Rodell. Whenever you see us come on, make sure you join us on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, or tasteoftradition.com. You know, of course, I'm on the air on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7, playing nothing but the best in gospel music. And then on Sunday mornings as well, with Sunday morning gospel at a tasteoftradition.com. That's a tasteoftradition.com. And so we invite you to join us, all right? But I've enjoyed this today, man. We'll do it again real soon. Krim, thanks for hanging out with me, man.
Man, thank you for having me, man.
All right, man. Peace.